third grade, it's Mrs. Howells. Today we're going to take a minute and just go over what our dance moves for Pandemonium are going to look like in slow motion since the song goes so fast. It's awesome. So the first thing we're going to start out with is just the step that we're going to do through the Pandemonium part. Okay, so I'm going to start by stepping out to my left. I'm going to bring my other foot in, and then I'm going to kick my right foot out and touch my heel to the ground so my toes are pointed in the air. I'll turn it back up so you can see that a little better. Okay, so my toes are pointed in the air, and then I'm going to bring it back in, and then I'm going to step back the other direction. So now I'm going to step with my right foot, come together with my left, kick my left heel out, come it back together. So when we do it a little bit quicker, it goes step, in, heel, in, step, in, heel, in. Okay? Not too bad there. The next thing that we're going to do in this song is going to be the points. So when we say there's pandas from the east, pandas from the west. So I'm going to start by pointing to my left, because the first time we're going to point to our left, and that's what it says in the song. I'm going to pull my other arm in at the elbow across my chest, and I'm going to point out with my arm on that side. And then I'm going to switch. So my arms are about shoulder length. I'm not pointing up. I'm not pointing out at the audience. I'm bringing it straight across my body as I can. So it looks like one big long line when we get there, okay? The next thing we're going to do after that are claps on either side. So since we end up pointing this way, we're going to clap twice over here with my arms about where they are. And then we're going to swap over onto the other side and clap twice there. And then we come in and do the kind of oh no face. In the music it tells us the Home Alone face. So you're going to put both your hands on both your cheeks and just go oh no. And that's the face that you're going to make at the end of that. So you'll see that when we watch the whole song. Okay? Then we do a little bit more of that step as we get through the verse. So I'll show you what that looks like again. Okay? Then as we get into talking about the other bears, we're going to do a couple things pretty quick, but they're pretty simple. We're going to do some waves, so you're going to make sure your palm's out at the audience, and we're going to wave. And then we'll wave with the other hand. Okay? The polar bears are happy when they come, so we're going to give them a thumbs up. And then the song mentions that they're dancing, so we're going to do a little boogie down and boogie up for our polar bears once they come in. Okay. The brown bears are late, so we're going to check our watch. And then our grizzly bears, when they come out, they were pretty mean rappers the first time, so you're going to strike a real mean rap pose. I like this one where you kind of lean back into your neighbor and make a scrunch face at the camera, or at your audience in this case. Okay. So you're going to strike a rap pose for them, and then we're going to shake our head back and forth saying it wasn't right until the pandas were there. And at that slower section there, we're going to do something where our hands are down because we were shaking our head. You're going to start out with your left hand, out with your right hand, in front of you kind of angled down like you're pointing down to the little panda bears on the front of the stage. And then you're going to spread your arms apart like this. Okay? So it's going to go out, out, open, so that you're showing the audience all of the panda bears. Okay? After that, there's the section of the song that goes 1 is lonely, 2 is fine, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what we're going to do is wherever row you're on the riser, we're all going to do the same thing. You're just going to do it at a different time. We're all going to crouch down right before that starts. Okay? And then on the first one, the 1 is lonely, the front row is going to pop up. Okay? And then on the next one, the 2 is fine. The next row on the riser is going to jump up and do the exact same thing. Okay? And then on the last one, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And then the rest of the song repeats most of the movements that we've had before. The claps, the step comes back as the song comes back. Okay? The only thing that's going to change a little bit is at the very, very end. When we do our big last Pandemonium, you're going to go out with your left hand, out with your right hand. My palms are facing the audience. I'm going to bring them up, and we're going to do a shimmery hand this time. The first time we do this, the pandas are going crazy, so we're kind of going to do crazy hands, but at the very end, we're going to come up, and we're going to do shimmer hands, our nice jazz hands. And then since the pandas have been running around the song, after we're done singing, we're going to end the song, those last couple measures, by just spinning in a circle with your hands in the air, and then at the end, you're going to go, whew, and you're going to take one hand and kind of wipe the sweat off your brow from chasing all these crazy pandas around. Okay? So that should be all the moves. I'm going to start the music and show you what all of that looks like when we do it together, and I hope we get going on it.
Every bear is here,